Hello, hockey fans, and welcome to Mountain America Community Iceplex here in Tempe, Arizona, right adjacent to Mullet Arena. We are here for the second game, the second day of state championships. We have two Arizona Bobcat teams playing tonight. 16U Elite is in the blue jerseys. They're actually, I guess, kind of like their practice jerseys. And they're actually the home team tonight. And the 16U combo team is in their, actually their yellow, which is their home jerseys, but just so that it makes it easier to tell the two teams apart. I know as a player, when you've got similar colored jerseys out there on both sides, it can get a little disconcerting, where you want to be able to see past somebody and you just look at the color and you know it's your teammate, and if they have the same colors or similar, it's you can end up passing to the wrong guy. So that's why we're doing it. Yeah. Both teams won their opening game last night here at this same arena. All the games in this age division in the playdowns are here at the Mountain America Community Iceplex here in Tempe. So last night there was a big political rally next door, so that caused a lot of congestion traffic-wise. Tonight it's a little better, and so at least the coaches are here on both benches. Last night for the combos mission game, we had parents on the mission bench to start the game.
Yeah, that was a little confusing. Now, I was talking to Brody last night, and he thinks that Nabozny's going to be in net again. He's going to start this, yeah.
Well, that should be.
He did have a shutout last night, so we've got to give him props for that.
Absolutely. Well, the team does have two games tomorrow, and the first one starts early, 6:50 a.m. here Arizona time, here at the ice rink. And then the second game tomorrow is quite a bit later. I think it's the last game. Yeah, second game is at 8 o'clock. So we get the dawn and dusk.
Yeah, first game and the last game.
Yeah, we open the building and we close it.
I guess, it's nice to get that long of a break. We're not, but can also get in their heads. So the first game, the morning game, that's against the Junior Sun Devils, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah, and they just got off the ice just before this, and they came back and won that game in the last minute against literally the last minute, 20 seconds, I believe, against the Titans. And so that was a comeback win for them. That was a power play goal by the Sun Devils in the last minute of a previous game. So they are 2-0 heading in. Them and the Titans are the only two teams that have actually played two games thus far. Both the teams on the ice here currently are in their second game. Bobcats combo team beat Mission last night 7-0, and the Elite team won their game as well. I believe it was 3-1 over the same Titan team. Scott in goal for the Titans, I tell you, he's seen 111 shots in the last two games. Playing outstanding for the Titans. So we're here to bring you the two Bobcat teams. They played in the same division this season. Elite team came in first place, and the combo team came in third. So two Bobcat teams in the top three of the division, and they're here to get things underway in the round robin of the play down here tonight. So
now, who came in second?
AQ.
Okay. And that's the team we play tomorrow night.
It is. Yes, it is.
There we go.
We're getting ready for the opening face-off. And Kusajewski fires it into the combo zone. Lindsay now with it. Sends it across ice to Smith. Smith up the right side. Hits the referee's skate, now goes back in behind, and you're right, Nabozny is in goal for
The
combo.
Bobcat.
Yes, I'm gonna make that mistake a few times tonight, I'm sure. Puck is blocked. Fired right on. And Lindsay now has it coming out of the right side, dumps it up the center ice area. Puck rolling in on, got Jake Meyer, Langdon Jake Meyer in goal for Elite. And Stewart keeps it in for combo team, sends it around behind the goal. Gardner coming around to him, but he's waiting for it, and he shouldn't be. Jackart with the puck now, gets it out to Kuzajuski. He sends it up, and I believe this is Hartman coming down. Hard to tell because none of them have the regular numbers on.
Yeah.
So. Puck fired in, the Bosnia pad save. And here comes Stewart now, cutting through the middle. It's up through center ice, fires it in, but he didn't make it over the red line. And we have an icing called against the combo team.
Well, that's a good response reaction time from the Bosnia.
So it's going to be a challenge calling the Elite names tonight. I'm just going by skating style.
You're a better man than I.
Bernard now with it in his own zone. He reverses. Sends it up the sideboards to Wahlberg. He kicks it out to Wong. Here comes Wong. He's got Luma with him. Wong cuts through the middle through traffic. And Plazak gets it over on the left side. And now they send it up the right side. Bernard has a bit of a spin out there. And Jessen's back in the corner. Luma sends it back to Jessen. Elite has it in behind Nabozny. He sends it right through the middle all the way down the ice. So no icing on this one. Jake Meyer plays it up. And here comes the Elite. Plazak now come out the right side. That hit Luma. Puck through center ice zone. Wahlberg's there. Comes back to Dawson. Dawson goes D to D to Letty. Letty up to Luma. Luma now up over the Elite line. Fires it in. Jake Meyer steers it over. Banner was right there. And here comes the Elite team now. Back the other way. Dawson flips it back into the Elite zone. Elite, both teams changing. Krupski sends it up the right side. Up to Cullen. He dumps it in. Puck goes in behind the goal. Comes back to the left point, and that just skips over a stick. And Lagutin sends it across ice to Krupski. Krupski dumps it in behind Nabozny. Goes around to his right. A couple of players go down in the corner. Got Olsen in there. And Dawson comes up with it for combo up behind his own goal. Fires it up on the right side, just out of the reach of Olsen. Puck goes down the ice. That was tipped, so no icing. Bannon on the forecheck. We got Lagutin with the puck. He reverses, comes out the left side. He's forced back, come out the right side, over to Krupski. Krupski up to Cullen. Tried to hit Shack up the middle. Puck kept in by Elite. Goes back into the corner. Jessen back in there. Bumps his man. Lindsay actually. Back to the point. Kept into the corner. Elite now with the puck. Bannon takes his man in, and Lindsay grabs a hold of it and fires it down, and that's going to be right on goal. Jake Meyer steers it to the side for Gauthier. Gauthier coming around behind the goal. Intercepted by Guevara. Guevara gets pinned against the boards. Puck goes back into the corner. Krupski with it. Goes in behind the goal, looking for a teammate. Sends it up off the boards. Tried to hit Phillips with it, and Lindsay has it for combo team back at his own blue line. Sends it back to Smith. Smith tries to hit Watts up at center ice. That was intercepted. And Stewart, we now have Smith in it with behind his own goal. A couple Elite players come on it. Puck right in front. Lindsay picks it up, and he comes out the right side. He just dumps it out of the zone to center ice as he pops off for a change. And Kuzajuski now has it in his own zone over to Gauthier. Returns it to Kuzajuski. Here he comes up over his own blue line up through center. That was intercepted by Oberle. He fires it off the boards and down into the Elite zone. Gauthier now with it. He fires it up the right side. Player just inside the combo zone there. Bernard takes him out. Jessen in behind. Puck behind Zabozny. I think he lost sight of it for a sec there. Wong with it now. Hits Gardner, cutting through the middle. It's over the blue line, and then he's checked there, and now here comes Elite back the other way. And he's stripped of the puck. Jessen gets it back to the blue line, but kept in. Puck along the half boards, and Wong sends it out to the weak side. Duzajewski there, sends it off the boards. And Bernard chasing it back in for the combo team. Lost it behind the goal. Back to the right D. Puck bounce over the stick and is out of the zone. Elite team needs to clear the zone. And they fire it back in after doing so. Bernard has it. He ducks a check there. Now comes out the right side. To Wahlberg. Back to Wong. Puck glove down by an Elite player. He gets taken into the boards by Bernard. Puck comes over the half boards. Tenpenny goes for it. Combo player beats him to it, and now the puck is back into the Elite zone. Tried to send a bank pass off the boards. Puck goes into the Elite zone again. Bannon on his man there. Luma brings it in as Bannon was still inside after checking the defenseman.
It's a long play.
That was a long time between breaks there.
Well, I can already see that the scorekeeper and I aren't going to agree on shots on that. Board says 1-1, mine says 3-2.
There you go. Elite sends it around. Lagutin now with it. He sends it up to Tenpenny. Tenpenny up over the blue line. It's Blazak coming in. He gets spun around. Puck goes into the corner. And Stipe picks it up for the combo team. Coming up along the boards. Went through Bandit skates, but here comes Olsen now over on the right side. Tries to get around Lagutin. That didn't work. And puck is fired out the right side. And that's going to go right on to Bosny. He steers it over to Lindsay. Lindsay now coming out the right side. Gets pinched into the boards. Elite team comes up with it. Tried to hit the man out front. That didn't work. And Elite team now with the puck. Puck came right out through the middle. Puck comes back to left point. Kept in by Elite team in behind. Hopped over Lindsay's stick. Elite now with it. Back to the right D. Skates in. Dumps it off. Here's Cullen now with it. He fires a low shot in. That's steered to the corner. Elite team forced in behind. Back to the left D, who's wide open. He goes across ice. Cullen with it there. Fires a low shot in. That's steered by Nabazi into the corner. Elite team with the puck in behind. Right out to Cullen. Oh, and he fired it right in. Nice low shot. And the Elite team is on the board here with 7.5 minutes remaining first period. And they are leading 1-0. Stewart in for the draw.
Bobcats of week goal, scorer number 39, assisted by number 6 and 74.
Sure, they're going to make me work for it.
Yeah, was it
39? I don't even see a 39.
practice jersey 39?
Yeah,
Or
that's
was
true
it-
too. Yeah, right. Is it the practice jersey or the helmet number? All right, well, we'll have to keep you posted on that. They haven't got the app working, so I can't tell. Kuzajewski now with it in his own zone. Cross ice to Gauthier. Gauthier sends it down ice, and that's going to go for icing. And we'll have a face-off coming up to the left of Jake Meyer in the Elite goal.
I was able to get on the ice this time and clean the glass.
Oh, sweet.
Our view from that side of the glass is actually cleaner than the other side this time.
Combo wins it back to the point. Now Elite comes down the left side, but Bernard's there to pick it up for Combo. He dumps it back out to Oberle. Oberle, it's Gardner cutting through the middle. He cuts back across, fires it in. That was way high. Puck goes into the left side. Hartman with it now. Sends it across ice. And here comes Elite team up through center, up over the Combo line, trying to cut right in.
Oh,
And backhander there eludes Novosny. And so that's the second goal for the Elite team, and they are up 2-0.
that one just, he stopped it and it crept in. Watching the replay on it, off his chest and through the 5-0.
So rebound went through the 5-hole?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we've got Hubler in for net now.
Yep. Goaltender change for the Combo team. Braden Hubler comes in for Novosny. And the Elite team now tries to cut up. Coming in the right side, goes in, Letty after it. Gets beaten to the puck, and Dawson fires it up. Here comes Luma now for Combo up through center. Puck knocked off his.
Assisted by number 31.
Referee kept that in for the Combo team.
Hey, we'll take it.
Yeah, here comes Hartman trying to come up through the middle. Luma gives it back. Puck goes into the corner. Dawson flips it up for Luma. Luma now going back in behind his own goal. Combo team regrouping, sends it up to Dawson. Dawson now coming up over center, over the blue line, fires it in. Glove save, Jake Meyer. And he bobbled it a little, but hangs on to the rebound. And a little face-off coming up to the right of the Elite goal. So it looks like the Elite team have a couple of players back that have been injured during the season. Back to Lindsay. Across to Smith. He just tips it into the corner.
Yeah, no, there was one that had a
Low shot, right on. Pad save, Jake Meyer. Here comes Lagutin now, coming out the right side. Hits it up to Plazak for his own blue line. Dumps it into the Combo zone. Lindsay fires it out. And here comes Olsen now, up through center, coming in on the left side. Fires it in, pad save. Rebound comes out to Plazak in the corner. Back to Lindsay at the point. Fires it in. Glove save. Rebound comes out, and Tenpenny picks that up. Tenpenny now up the left side. Back to Tenpenny in the middle. He hits Plazak. He dumps it in just after gaining center red ice line. And the Elite team now fires it in. Good save by Hubler. Puck is loose, so Lindsay gets a hold of it and sends it down, and that's going to be icing against the Combo team.
You know what? That was great save by Hubler, who, again, fresh on the ice.
Yes. I think that was his first shot.
Yeah.
Always tough coming in cold. And unless it's an injury, there's no warm-ups, so
Yep.
they scrambly off the draw. Stewart over on the boards. Cullen sends it back to Kuzajuski. Cullen picks it up again. Comes over to the right point. We got 3 men on the blue line right now. Sends it in deep into the corner. And that's intercepted by Stewart. Stewart couldn't quite clear the zone. Puck goes in. That's Smith with it there. Smith with the Elite team. We got a Smith on both teams here tonight. Just to make my job harder.
Or easier. Just,
Or easier, yeah, that's it. I just call Smith and one of them must have it.
Yeah.
Sends it back to Kuzajuski at the point. Fires it in through traffic. That hits a leg. Bernard kicks it. Puck along the boards in the corners. Fired right through to the crease, and Hubler grabs a hold of that, and he'll have a face-off coming up to his left. Just over 3 minutes remaining here in period number 1. The Elite team leading 2-0. Both teams changing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Smith for the Elite team, and I think Bump is out is playing as well. They've both been out a lot of the year. Thought I saw Bump, not 100% sure.
Yeah. I heard Bump played his first game earlier this week.
Oh, he did. Okay. Yep. So I was right. Yep. Hubler kicks it over out to the blue line, kept in there. Fired right on goal. Hubler the save, and the combo team slices it down the ice, and that's scooting just by. Boy, that just missed the blue paint by about an inch. And combo team is called for icing. Face-off coming up to the left of Hubler in the combo zone. Again, combo team is the visiting team, but they are in their home yellows. Battle for the puck in the corner. Now here comes Wahlberg with it. Gets up over his own blue line. He's got Luma with him. It's over the elite line. Walker saved by Jake Meyer. Wong keeps it in. Puck goes in behind. Tipped in by Wong. He dumps it in around behind. Wahlberg goes after it. Mello gets it there for elite team. Comes back to Dawson. Dawson keeps it in. Fires it in. Goes off Wahlberg. Luma battling for it in the corner. Wahlberg gets it. Sends it back. And here comes Phillips, I think it is, down on the left side. Fires a shot. Hubler the pad save. And Dawson picks it up off the boards. Wahlberg gets it out over the line. He's still got it. Luma with him. Comes in on the half boards. Tough sledding. Fires it right in front of the crease over to Dawson. He fires it right on. Nice glove save by Jake Meyer. Combo team able to get a couple of good shots in there. Tough going out there, though, coming down the boards. Bannon out there with Stipe and Olsen. Puck goes back. Cupsby picks it up for the elite team. Coming out the right side. Right ahead bump with it. Bannon picks up for combo. Goes past Olsen. And Lagutin has it. He fires it off the boards. Hartman picks it up there. Sends it over to, I believe that's Bump coming up the right side. Smith now sends it up to Olsen. He dumps it out, but not out. Tried to get it out. Puck goes back in behind Hubler into the left. Lindsay back there as well. The player's down behind the goal. Now comes back to the right point. Krupski over to Lagutin. Fires a shot in. That hits a couple of bodies. Goes in behind. Elite team with the puck. Behind the goal. And elite team now comes with it. I think that's Hartman. Elite team in the corner. Coming out the right side. They got an open man at the D. Fired it in. That hits a leg. And Olsen gets it out. And the elite team regrouping at the center ice area. Now back to their own blue line. Oh, loses an edge, goes down. Olsen comes in, tries to pick it up. Bannon in there as well. Puck bounces high. Olsen has it. Into the center ice area. Oh, off the mask. Goes into the corner. Crutsby with it. Stipe has it now for the combo team. He dumps it back into the corner. Line mates are changing. Lagutin with it. Stewart comes in. Stewart with it in the corner. He tried to center it for Bernard, but that was picked up by the elite team, and that's period number 1 in the books. Elite team leading the combo 2-0. We'll be back with period number 2 in just a moment.
Oh, that's fun. It's fun. It's fun listening to the parents walk by
I bet.
other parents' camera setup,
Yes.
and
Yes.
then walking by mine. We had a parent just walk by and said, "Why is that other parent still filming on VHS?"
VHS, right.
Yes.
There, that's a flashback, yeah. Elite clears it into the zone. Combo now. Down on our left side. Fired by Tenpenny. That hits Bernard.
I thought that was
Gauthier keeps it
10 out
in.
there.
And Stewart now battling for it behind the goal. Tried to get it out to Gardner. He's dumped by Kuzajuski. And just came out. Yeah, Gauthier wearing the interesting jersey there.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's got his number taped on the back.
Yeah.
Let's see how long that lasts.
Z8.
Face off outside the combo zone, just in front of the elite bench. Combo side, we've got Luma out there with Wong and Wahlberg. Jessen and Bernard back on D. Comes back to the right D over to the left side. Mello fires at one in. Oh, and Hubler, nice save there on Shack. Comes Smith, fires it in over top of the goal. Jessen dumps it in behind. Bernard takes Smith into the boards, and now comes Wong with it. He tries to hit Wahlberg, and he can't connect, and puck goes into the elite zone. Elite team now regrouping in their own zone. Send it up to Smith, just at center. He hits Cullen coming in the right side. Cullen reverses back. DeMello fires a low shot in. Hubler the save. Jessen with it. Smith comes up with it. Back to Shack. It's Cullen right in front. It's a close call there. Shack sends it back to the right D. Fires a shot in. Right to Hubler. Puck is loose, and the whistle goes. A little bit of a break for the combo team there. Good pressure by the elite team on that shift.
Yeah.
They had 60 shots last night against the Titans. Bannon's out there with Stipe and Olsen. Bannon wins it back. Puck goes across to the other side. Olsen runs into Lawrence there. Lawrence with the puck. Olsen picks it up, coming up the right side. He dumps it up through the middle. And Olsen takes his man down.
They're going to call that one.
It's like Olsen's getting a holding penalty here. This will be the first power play, I believe, we've seen tonight. So Olsen in the box for the combo team. 2 minutes for holding. You got a face-off coming in the combo zone. Bannon out there with Cabrera. Dawson and Letty on D. Time to rumble. And back to Gauthier, over to Kajusi. Bounced over his stick. Elite team on the left side. Guess I got the referee standing right in front. I can't see a darn thing. Elite team now has it on the half boards. They send it back to Kuzajuski in the middle at the top. Fires it in, and he scores. Yep, found its way through. And Kuzajuski gets a power play goal for the elite team.
So, fun fact about the Titans goalie, he took 60 shots last night, let in 3. This afternoon he took in 51 more and only let in 4. So he was 111 with 7.
And tired, I bet.
Yeah, I bet.
That's Scott of the Titans, and he's had a really good couple of games. Very, very busy. Gauthier now tried to hit Hartman. Hartman sends it through the middle. Cutting right in the middle. Fires it wide. Gets it back right through the slot area. He gets taken down by Lindsay. Puck is loose. And Hubler squeezes that one, and he's got it. His bump almost picked the corner.
There's some conversations happening.
Yep. Of course, these guys all know each other, right?
Yeah, they do. Should have just asking how school's going.
Yeah. What'd you do for school break? Yeah.
Bobcat elite goal, scorer number 16, assisted by number 31. And
Wahlberg with it now. Hits Wong. Wong coming up on the right side over the blue line. He loses it in the corner. And here comes the elite team now. They send it off the boards, and that's going to go all the way. And Smith gets in there ahead of Bump. And that'll be icing against the elite team. We'll have a face-off coming up in the elite zone to the left of Jake Meyer. Elite team leading 3-0. 12 minutes exactly remaining here in period number 2.
I've got my buddy Joe watching from Minnesota.
All right.
Just saw him chime in on the chat.
Cool. That's hockey country.
Oh yeah, that's real hockey country. I'd actually love to see his little guys play our big guys. might make for an interesting game.
Tenpenny picks it up. Zach steered into the corner. Tenpenny tries to flip one high, goes across. Zach sends it back to the right point. Mello sends it across. Lagutin fires it into the corner. Puck in behind Hubler. Puck comes back to Mello. He sends it back into the corner. Wong sends it in behind. Wahlberg's going to pick it up there for combo. He tried to hit Luma. That went through him, and that's going to go all the way down off the boards and for icing against the combo team. Smith for elite, cuts right through. Hubler the save. Jackert tried to get the rebound. He gets taken in behind. Him and Cullen are in there. Dawson comes up with it. Bannon picks it up now, off to Stipe. He loses it. Dawson now with it. He reverses. Sends it up to Olsen on the right side. Olsen now coming up over center. Dumps it into the zone. The elite team coming through the middle. Hit and pass failed to connect, and elite team now with it, coming up the right side. Letty takes his man down, and Bannon picks it up. He hits Olsen over on the right side. Olsen dumps it back to Bannon, and circles back. Drops it off to Dawson. Dawson now picks it up. He gets over center, up over the blue line on the left side. Referee getting almost in the way. Stipe fires it. Puck goes into the corner. Picked up by Stipe. Sends it back in. Puck's held up against the boards just outside of the corner on the right side of Jake Meyer. Comes back to Dawson. Fires it in. Jake Meyer got a piece of that. Dumped it off to D-Man. Smith for combo. Sends it right back in behind the goal. Elite now with it. Trying to come out their right side. Now they dump it out. Smith back for combo. He's going to pick that up as Smith for elite just hops off for a change. You know, all we need is a Wesson out here now.
Yeah, exactly.
Phillips now with it. Sends it back to Gauthier. Gauthier steps in, fires a low shot in. Hubler save. Puck is loose right out in front. Fired wide. Gardner now with it. Woo. Puck kept in, Kuzajuski. Into the circle. Fires it. He fans on it as he was checked from behind. Puck goes into the corner. Lots of good physical action in front of the goal here. Phillips. Puck goes in behind the goal. Smith goes after it. We have a penalty coming up here. Kuzajuski with it. Hits somebody in front. Hubler grabs it, and we have a penalty, I believe, coming up to combo team.
see who is going in.
Not sure who's going. I know Olson's talking to the referee, so I don't know if that means him.
The door's open. No one's.
Door's
Smith.
open. Nobody. Oh, I think
Brody.
you know that guy, Ben.
I thought I saw something earlier that made
Face off coming up to the right of Hubler. Combo team on the PK. Puck comes back to Lagutin. Cross ice to Mello. He dumps it into the corner. Tenpenny. Back to Mello. Cross to Lagutin. Puck goes off Bannon's skate. Bump sends it around the boards to Tenpenny. Tenpenny back to Bump in the corner. He still got it. Sends it back to the point, to the right D. Puck fired in. Bernard takes his man into the boards. Guevara comes in to help. Bernard comes up with it. Passes up to Bannon. Bannon has it at center. Dumps it across. Tried to hit Guevara. That was intercepted by Tenpenny. He cuts through the middle. Jessen steered it into the corner. Bannon poke checks Holstein. Puck fired in. Deflected. Right out in front. Puck goes in behind. Tenpenny with it.
That angle was weird on that bounce.
It was.
It went in.
Right back to Lagutin. He fires it in. Hits the back of the net.
50 seconds
Bump's
left.
got it there. Sends it back to Lagutin. Lagutin sends it across ice. Fired in. Bernard clears it. Kept in by Krups. Is that Mella? I can't tell who's got what number on now.
Yeah.
Elite has it in the corner. Back to the right D. Back into Bump. Sends it back into Tenpenny. Back to the point. Sends it over to Lagutin. Back over to the right D. Fires it in. Low shot. Hubler to save. Puck is loose. Jessen grabs a hold of it. And he dumps it down the ice. And we got 20 seconds remaining in the power play for the Elite team. Right in, and he scores. Power play goal with 7 seconds remaining. Corbin Hubert for the Elite team. Stuffs it in just inside the goal post. And the Elite team have a 4-0 lead here in period number 2.
Hubler just couldn't get his skate down. Couldn't get that pad down. This is me and the scorekeeper not agreeing again. She gave him a point, but didn't give him a shot on net. So.
Alrighty then. Well, there was a bit of trouble last night in that regard also.
Yeah.
Puck right in front of Hubler. Letty picks up the puck.
Beautiful save.
Dumps it up to Luma. He can't get out. Elite team keeps it in. Fires it in. Hubler. And I think we got a penalty coming up here against the Elite team.
See if I can see it.
Looks like a holding call.
Oh, okay.
So they're not updating the app, so I can't tell you whose the goals and assists are necessarily, unless I see it. They're just calling out numbers.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they don't know either. That's why they're not updating the app. Nice combo team on the power play here. Puck rolls back into their zone. Wobbling as Wahlberg picks it up, comes up the left side. Gets it over to Luma, picks it up in the middle, dumps it over the line, and looks like Gardner was just offside.
Oh, I didn't see that. Looking. Oh, yeah, he was just barely offsides.
Minute and a half remaining in the power play for the combo. Gardner going in after it. Dumps it into the corner. Luma on the chase. Puck in the corner. Stick's getting a little high there. Stipe sends it back in. Luma just fires it out in the middle, and that's picked up by Elite Team. Stipe has it. Got it caught up in his jersey for a second. Now he circles back. Puts it off the boards around the other side, and Bernard, it's just going to be out of his reach. And Luma now picks it up, and he hits Gardner up through the middle, up through center, up over the Elite line, coming in on the left side. He's in behind the goal. Nobody in front of the goal. It's back to Bernard. Wahlberg, one-timer, and Jake Meyer makes a nice glove save on that one-timer from Wahlberg. Yeah, that's the best chance the combo team's had on this power play. Still 29 seconds remaining. Face-off coming up to the right of Jake Meyer. Stewart out for the draw. We got Wong on the left side. Wong over to Dawson. Dawson sent it across ice to Letty. Letty takes it over the line. Puck goes into the corner, bounces straight out. Wong picks it up there. Stewart comes up with it. Sends it back to Dawson at the point. He fires it in. And that's cleared. Both teams at full strength. Puck goes all the way down. And Shack was coming out of the box. And unfortunately for him, it was called icing just before he got there. I know we give a shout out to Vinny, the skate sharpening at Pro Skate. We were over there today and got our first sharpening there. So great guy, very informational. Here comes Elite now. Gauthier fires it in. Puck comes off the backboards to Hubler, and he'll just hang on to that and get a reset down here to his right. Just under 4 minutes remaining here, period number 2. Bannon picks it up off the face-off circle, up over his own blue line, up through center. Puck bounce, he still got it. Over to Stewart. Wong picks it up there. Elite team now coming out the right side. Send it up off in the half boards to Cullen. That was intercepted by Bannon. He gets checked at center. Smith now with it for Elite. Fires it in. Blocker saved by Hubler. Smith for, boy, they always got the 2 Smiths out on the same shift. Kuzajewski fires it wide. Smith for Elite now. Sends it back to Gauthier. Gauthier fires a shot in. That misses to the left. Puck goes into the corner. Smith and Shack. Smith comes up with the puck for a combo. Comes around behind his own goal, and then he gets bumped there by Smith, and he dumps it down the ice, and Jake Meyer steers it into the corner for Kuzajewski. Kuzajewski over to Gauthier. Gauthier. It's a teammate coming through the middle, and that was Blazak. However, Elite team was offside at the combo blue line. Ron Fillion also on the bench tonight of the Elite team. Jessen with it. Back over to Bernard. Coming up the left side off the boards to Guevara. Guevara up over the Elite line. And Luma, he had to make a move there. Luma just stepped across.
Close.
Just under 3 minutes remaining here. Period number 2. Elite with a 4-0 lead. Luma wins it back to Bernard. Elite team fires it in behind the goal. Bernard chasing in there with Tenpenny, I believe. Blazak now with it, dumps it back to the point. Lagutin back over to the right side. Puck fired into the corner. Hits the referee's skate. Comes back to the right D. Over back to Lagutin. Lagutin fires a shot across ice. And that was deflected. Bump shot deflected high. I thought it was going to come out on our side of the glass. With a face-off to the left of Braden Hubler in a combo goal. Just over 2 minutes remaining here, period number 2. Luma against Tenpenny. Leet gets it back. Plazak fires it just wide. Olsen picks it up. He comes up the right side now. Dumps it out of the zone, out through center. Luma chasing after. Picks it up in the zone. Cuts right in. Backhander. Goes through the crease. Leet team now has it behind their goal. They try to clear it and do through the center. Bernard picks it up for combo. He's got Guevara on the left side. Puck gets past him. Puck clears the zone. Luma fires it in. Guevara was still inside. So that'll come probably to center ice, I'm guessing. Although, well, I'm just going by history. And of course, they do it just outside the blue line, across from the combo bench. Overlay on the forecheck. Wong intercepts that pass, dumps it into the corner. Leap team comes out the weak side. They dump it into the middle. Here come they down the right side. Hartman chasing it into the zone. Dawson's after him. Puck to the left of Hubler. Goes back to the right D. Mello fires it in. That hits Letty. Bump back to Mello. Back over to the right side. Puck fired in. Comes right to Hubler, and he holds on to that one. One minute remaining here in period number 2. Guevara's out there with Gardner and Wong up front. Dawson and Letty back on D. Face off to the left of Hubler. Wong wins it back. Letty steers it up to Gardner. He loses it there on the corner in the side. Letty bodies his man into the boards. Bump in there with it. Sends it back to Hartman, cutting through the middle. Pad save by Hubler. Rivera in there. Puck goes in behind. Centering pass that failed to connect and goes outside the zone. And the elite team chasing it back now in their own zone. Sends it up the boards. Letty bodies his man, separates him from the puck. Good job, Letty. Back up to Gardner. Gardner now up over his own blue line, coming down the left side over through center. Tries to cut through the middle. He gets checked there, and Leet tries to come back, but that's intercepted by Dawson. He fires it down on Jake Meyer, but combo team was still inside the zone, about a foot. And with 6 seconds remaining in the second period, a little of a face-off. Now this one they're going to do at center. I guess they're listening to the broadcast then.
Like, hey, someone said we should do it.
Now, when it's more of an intentional offside, they play it back at center. Play scrambly at center. Leet fires it in. Hubler the save, and we'll be back. The elite team leading 4-0. We'll be back with period number 3 in just a moment.
And we're back. Ish.
What's that?
So we're back.
Back-ish, yeah. The elite team out there, they've got Lawrence, Phillips, and George up front. I think that's George. Kind of hard to tell. It's facing the other way.
Oh.
And the combo teams out there with who we got? Bannon, Stipe, and Olson. Lindsay and Smith back on D. Puck comes back into Jake Meyer in the elite zone. Kuzajuski puts it up there, comes around the left side. Bannon on the forecheck. Sends it over to Goche. Here comes Phillips now, coming in the right side. It's around Lindsay, fires it in, puck comes out. Puck is still loose, scramble in front, and Hubler is able to hold on.
Hubler's broke his stick.
Oh no. Well, those aren't cheap, that's for sure.
Oh. I'm going to see. I think
Player sticks are bad enough.
Oh. I was running the replay.
There's a big scramble there, so yeah, maybe somebody stepped on it or something.
It looked like maybe, like there was a skate or a leg or something that went on it, kind of went against it as it was pressed against the
post.
A post, yeah.
So play just underway here in period number 3. Elite leading 4-0. Face-off coming up to the left of Hubler. Shack out there with Smith and Cullen for the elite team. Luma, Wong, and Wahlberg out for combo. Jessen sends it up to Wahlberg. He dips it out to the corner. Puck kept in there by the elite team. Jessen in the corner with it. Wahlberg comes up with it now, coming up the right side. He gets bodied off there by Shack. Fires it in. Puck goes in behind. Wahlberg sends it around the other side. Gardner up to Luma. Luma can't get it out. Smith for elite team fires it in 3 feet wide. And Jessen now sends it up to Wahlberg. Here he comes up the right side. Gets around his man nicely. Second D comes in and helps out for elite team. Smith goes down for elite. And here comes Wahlberg again. Try it again up over the line. Fires it in. Glove save, Jake Meyer. And he'll hold on there. That gets the combo team into double digits on shots, at least on the board here. What do you got there, Ben?
Yeah, I've been trying to follow the board just so that if I get off, it's
right.
At least reference that. So
Stewart in for the draw. Comes through the middle. Oh, elite team overskated it. Now comes up the left side. Tenpenny in over the combo line. Back check there by Oberle. Combo clears it out to center ice. Gardner chips it off. Puck rolling on him into the zone. Tries to cut through the middle. Oh! Oberle got a piece of elite defenseman there. And now here comes Tenpenny back the other way. Up over the blue line. Good poke check there by Dawson. Puck just inside the line, kept in. Letty fires it off the boards and out, and puck rolling, and Gardner chasing in again. Oh, puck intercepted by Bannon. He just fires it in the zone. Gardner clears. Gardner with it. Sends it right through the crease. And here comes the elite team now, back the other way. Plazak now with it at center. Over the combo line, fires it in, goes up over the goal. He's got it in behind, battling with Dawson there. Right into the middle, fired in, that goes wide by Hartman. Lindsay takes Hartman into the boards, and combo team dump it right on goal. Jake Meyer the stop. Sends it up to Kuzajewski. Kuzajewski dumps it off the boards to Tenpenny. Tenpenny in on the right side. Sends it into the middle. Fires it in. Hubler to stop there. Gone over to Hubler's right in the corner. Hartman back to the right D. Kuzajewski. He moves in. Right on. Hubler to save. And he holds on. Gets his glove on that one. Like Coach Rob Kearns for the combo team wearing his black playoff hat tonight. Looking very dapper there.
Yeah, I gotta get a picture of it and at least flash it on screen.
Puck goes in behind the combo goal. Smith takes his man down. Bannon picks it up now. He reverses. Smith battles there, gets it up to Olsen. He gets checked. Bannon picks it up, coming out of his zone now. Coming down on the left side. He gets checked by Kuzajewski, dumps it into the corner. Gauthier with it behind the goal. Puck just outside the line. Now it's kept in. Goes in behind. Bernard hits the boards heavy there. Puck comes out the right of Hubler. Now it comes back to the right D. Kept in by Kuzajewski. He moves into the middle, fires it in. He got one through earlier. And Hubler flashes the glove and raises the arm. And a little style save there. And he holds on with 10.5 minutes remaining here, third period. Face off to the left of Hubler. Wong out there for the draw for combo. Puck goes in behind. Jessen dumps it around behind to Bernard. Bernard comes back the other way. Gets the puck up to Guevara on the half boards. Sends it up to Wong. He gets knocked off the puck, and Leo picks it up again. Coming up on the left side now, up over center. Dumps it in. Puck rolling. Krupski sends it around. Lagutin now with it. Lagutin to the right of Jake Meyer. He sends it around to the left side. Wong takes his man into the boards. Leet now with it. Back over to Lagutin. He tried to send it out. That's kept in by Bernard. And now Elite clears it down the ice. And this is going to go for icing, just barely. But we'll have a face-off coming up in the Elite zone to the right of Jake Meyer. Looks like we've got AHU coming up next. I see some of their players out watching the end of this game.
Yeah.
Stewart in for the draw. He's got Luma at the top of the circle. Luma picks it up. Dumps it in behind the goal. Wahlberg there. He gets taken into the boards. Wahlberg has it. Shack's all over him. Cuts through the middle. Cullen tries to set up Shack, but clears the zone. Smith dumps it up, and now Letty has it. Letty. Wahlberg has it now, top of the circle. Shack sends it around behind the goal. Combo team able to keep it in. Wahlberg with it. He gets bumped. Cullen now picks it up, and he hits Smith coming up the left side for Elite. Here they come up over the combo zone. Blue line. Oh, good check there by Dawson. Puck tipped out by Stewart, and here comes Loomis beating in all alone. Dumps it back for Stewart. Oh, and he whiffed on that as he was checked from behind the last moment. Good chance by combo there. Elite fires it into the corner.
It's a great opportunity.
Luma picked up good speed there. Gauthier has it now from the left point, fires it in. That hits some legs, big traffic in front. Goes into the corner. Dawson has it, retrieves it, sends it around the other side. Luma takes his man into the boards. Team's getting a change in here. Elite from the left circle, fired it wide. Puck rolls back to the point and hops over defenseman's stick. Kuzijuski there. He hits a man on the right side. I believe that's Plazak. Gardner gets a stick on it. Puck still in the zone, though. Now it's out. Two hands, Reed. Two hands on the stick. Can't stick handle with one hand. Bannon out there. Dumps it up to Gardner. Gets it out. Oberle on the chase. And Kuzijusi comes up with it. He's checked by Gardner. Oberle now in. Tries to send it through the middle. Along the boards. Gardner almost had it in 10th, and he comes up with it. He kind of sends it up on the left side. Smith's there. Couldn't quite clear it. Kept in by the Elite team. Bump, I believe. And here comes Oberle now. Or Gardner, rather. Gauthier going back the other way. Comes in on the left side. Tries to clear it in front. That went in behind. That was Elite team. That hit a leg. Smith chips it high into the corner. Comes back to Olsen on the half boards. He tries to dump it out. That's kept in at the blue line. Fired in, and Hubler makes a glove save, and we'll have a face-off in the combo zone. Coming up to Hubler's right. Combo team getting a change. Player change in. Just under 7 minutes remaining here. Period number 3. Elite keeping the 4-goal lead, 4-0. Face off to the right of Hubler. Wong in for the draw. Wong clears it to Olsen. Puck gets out. Bump sends it back into the middle of Hartman. He gets it back to the left D. Fires in. That hit a leg on one of his Elite teammates. Comes back to the right point, and Krupski couldn't keep that in. Hops over his stick. Sends it over to the left side, and Lagutin's there. Sends it across ice to Bump. Bump at center. Krupski takes Bernard down. Goes into the corner and behind. Olsen picks it up in the corner to the right of Hubler. He just kind of let the puck go there as he knew he was getting hit, and he was. Puck comes back over the right side. Krupski moves in, low shot, Hubler the save. Puck comes all the way out and just outside the blue line. Lagutin clears it over to Krupski. Krupski dumps it back into the zone behind Hubler. Jessen picks it up there, sends it around the other way. Bernard now with it. He's coming up the left side. Tries to hit Olsen on the weak side. He's chasing it down. Puck just, he was checked by Lagutin. Here comes Elite back into the combo zone. Bernard battling for it back there. Stipe gets it, and he comes up the left side. Dumps it off the boards and out to center. Couple of combo players changing here as Bernard picks it up in the corner. He just holds it in there. Gets some help as Wahlberg comes in, and now Stewart has it in behind the goal. Stewart tried to hit Loom up on the left side. That missed, and that'll go all the way down. And we'll have icing against the combo team with 5 minutes remaining in period number 3. Back to the left D. Over to the right side. Fired in. That took a funny bounce. Hubler was able to get a piece of it. Kept in. Left D man goes in. I believe that's Mello right out in front. Stewart sends it around into the corner. And Combo clears it down. Letty, there's no icing here. That's waved off. Jake Meyer sets it up for his D-man. It's coming out the right side. Wahlberg intercepts that. Stewart comes in for the check. Luma picks it up at his own blue line. He's got Wahlberg on the left side, and here he comes. Dumps it in over the blue line. Shack clears the zone, and here comes Cullen now up over the combo line. It's bumped by Luma. Dawson goes in with Shack in behind, or Smith rather. Comes out to Shack now. He's at the half boards. Sends it back to the right D. Kuzajuski sends it back over the left side to Goche. That's outside the line. Cullen now clears the zone. And Smith and Dawson back with it in the corner. 4 minutes remaining. Dawson comes up with it. He hits Luma with the pass. Luma up the middle. Comes Letty now coming down the left side. Up over center. Dumps a bouncing puck in, and it lands on top of the back of the net. And that's the referee, and now he calls it.
Oh, little.
Olsen and Goche getting with it.
I saw a little bit of a face swap there.
Yeah. I don't know if they're sending both of them. I guess they are. So Goche and Olsen going off. That's second penalty, I believe, for Olsen. George in for the draw. He's out there with Phillips and Lawrence. And back to Lindsay into Gardner. Back to Lindsay. He's able to keep it in. Guevara back over the side. Gardner flips it in. That hits a body, goes into the corner. Oh, Guevara wiped out. Hopefully he's okay, because I know he's had a bad leg.
Yeah.
Recovering. Seems to be okay. Kept in by Gardner. He sends it around behind Jake Meyer. Something's out in front of the goal here. I'm not sure what it is. Piece of equipment. Lawrence now with it. He dumps it off the boards and out. Gets past Smith. Phillips goes in after it. Lindsay with the puck for combo team.
Looks like a mouth guard, maybe.
Yeah, it could be. Not much substance to it. Comes back to Lagutin on the lefty. Goes across ice to Krupski. Krupski. Gardner checks him. Cleared right in front. Elite with it, trying to center it in front. And that's picked up by Lindsay. Fires it out. That hits a skate. Here comes Gardner now, coming down the left side. He's got some angle, and he gets pumped off by Krupski. Puck right at the side of the goal. Gardner with it. He needs some help. Comes over to the far side. Phillips tried to clear it. Overlay kept it in, and the puck chipped into the Elite bench. And
Replay on that. I mean, it's on the side. He didn't really have much of an option for.
No. He tried to get it, turn the corner and cut in front, but he was forced outside.
Yeah.
And Jake Meyer was right up against the post there, so there was really nothing for him to shoot at. Elite team comes up with the puck. Mello with it, coming out the right side. Up to Plazak. He gets checked by Overlay. He flips it out through the center ice area. Here comes Tenpenny now over the line. Goes across on the left side. And combo team clears it up through the middle. Watts is out there chasing it down into the corner. Elite team coming up with it. And Tenpenny now up through center. Cuts through the middle. Coming in on Dawson. Elite team sent it in the corner to the left of Hubler. A minute and a half remaining. Kept in by Elite. Over to the left D. Mello fires it in. And saw the referee wave that off.
Let me see.
Now the other referee waves it off as well. Although I saw some of the fans in behind raise their arms. It appears.
He bumped it in after the whistle.
Yeah. Was it a bump?
It was a bump.
Did
A bump.
again? Yeah. Face off to the right of Hubler. Fired in high over the goal by Plazak. Goes back to the corner, right D. Fired in, that hit Tenpenny. Watts clears it off the boards and out, and that's just going to kill a couple of seconds, and face-off will be coming all the way back to the left of Hubler. Comes Wahlberg streaking through the middle. He dodges a check. Puck goes into the corner. Tries to hit Olsen in front. That's picked up by Tenpenny. The puck is loose. Bannon gets in there. Elite team picks it up, and now they come up the left side. Justin trying to get back. Fired right through the crease. Bernard lost an edge. Bump with it in behind. 40 seconds remaining in the period. Big scrum in behind the goal there. Puck along the boards. And Wahlberg comes up with it. He's got Stipe, or Olsen rather. Puck at center. Tenpenny flips it down the ice, and that is waved off as Letty goes after it. 15 seconds remaining. Letty hits Olsen on the right side. He tries to clear it. Kept in. Here's Phillips with it. He's coming in on the left side. He's bounced by Olsen. And Wahlberg can't quite reach it. Kept in with 1 second, and that's the game. Elite team winning 4-0. So they maintain their undefeated streak. And shot showing 35-11. And the scoreboard 4-0. And now the teams will meet at center ice to shake hands.
We'll catch the handshake.
Yeah.
There we go. We got to wait for the goalies.
There they go.
This game cost Hubler a stick.
Yes.
All right, so there's still a chance that that these two teams could meet in the championship. A couple things have to play out. We've got to win both games tomorrow.
Yep.
We have 6:30.
6:50. 6:50 is the early one tomorrow, and then I believe it's 8 o'clock.
8 p.m. Yeah, so 6:50 a.m. and then 8 p.m. So for those watching, you mentioned it yesterday.
Yeah.
We don't change time, so when you changed, just
yeah, we are 8 p.m. right now, Arizona time, just for reference. So yeah, we'll be at 6:50 in the morning and 8 p.m. at night, Arizona time. Thanks for watching, folks.
And we will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.